Hello everyone, greetings from Story Corner at Bookmine, and I'm Sudha Umashanker, and today I'm going to share with you the story of the Matsya Avatar, which is the first avatar of Lord Vishnu. Now once upon a time, King Parikshit, the grandnephew of Yudhishthira and a Kuru king, asked Sudha, the great narrator, to tell him the story of the Matsya Avatar. And then Sudha began his exposition. He said, whenever there is harm threatening the cows or the Brahmins, the Devas or the good men, whenever there is fear of destruction of Dharma or the Vedas and even the world, the Lord manifests on earth to protect all beings. At the end of the last kalpa, each kalpa, remember, lasts 4.32 billion years, Lord Brahma had fallen asleep with the 4 Vedas in his possession. And then there occurred a massive deluge, a huge pralaya called Naimitika, and all the 3 worlds were submerged into the waters and in the oceans. And at that time, the king who was ruling the world was King Satyavrata. He was a very good and noble king, and he was a saint among men. And what's more, he was a great devotee of Lord Narayana. Now one day when King Satyavrata was performing his ablutions by the banks of the river Kritamala, he had cupped his palms and scooped up some water in order to offer argya to his pitris. To his immense surprise and utter disbelief, he saw a tiny fish in the water, and he quickly dropped it back into the river. Now what shocked him even more was that the fish spoke to him immediately in a human voice and said, "O king, please do not leave me here. All the big fish will threaten to eat me up. Please protect me and take me with you." Now the king was struck by this appeal, and he quickly picked up the fish and dropped it in his kamandalam and went home. A night passed. The next morning, the fish complained bitterly that there was not enough room in that kamandala and that he couldn't move around. So the king then found a large pot of water and placed the fish in it. But within 1 hour, the fish had outgrown that pot and began complaining again. So Satyavrata this time took the fish into a large pond which was miles in length and deposited the fish in it. And it was the same story all over again. The fish had outgrown that pond too. Whichever water body the king placed the fish in was just too small for the fish. And finally Satyavrata was clearly at his wit's end, and he decided that the best place for the fish would be the sea, and so he took it and dropped it in the sea. The fish was quick to protest. "O king, why did you leave me here? All the sharks and the whales will eat me up in no time," it pleaded. King Satyavrata smiled to himself. He said, "You are a very strange fish. You outgrew that pond which is miles long in just a matter of a few seconds or minutes. I've never seen such a thing happen before. You are no ordinary fish. I think I know who you are. You are Lord Narayana, and you were taken this form for a purpose. I do not know for what reason you have taken this form. So, since you have revealed your identity to me, please could you tell me the purpose of this form that you have taken, O Lord of Lords, the one who grants refuge to all beings?" And then the fish began to speak and said, "Yes, you are right. I have taken this form with a purpose. 7 days from now, there will be a massive deluge, a pralaya, and all the three worlds will be submerged in the water and into the oceans. At that time, you will see a boat coming towards you. Be on the lookout for it. Gather all the aushadhis, the seeds, and all the 7 rishis, and enter the boat. It will be pitch dark all around you, but the tejas from the rishis will guide you. You will be tossed and churned violently in the boat on the waves of the ocean, but be not afraid, for I am with you. Take Vasuki the serpent and use her as a rope and tie the boat to my horn, and I will be with you. And after playing on the ocean for some time, I will leave." Satyavrata immediately spread out some kusha grass and began meditating incessantly, chanting the name of the Lord without a break. And as he was told, on the 7th day, the skies darkened. Rain clouds were looming large everywhere, and then the rain came down in torrents. The earth was fast disappearing, and there was this massive pralaya, and soon all the 3 worlds were submerged in the water and in the oceans. It was pitch dark, as he had been warned, and then he saw the boat coming. So he quickly gathered all the aushadhis and the seeds and the 7 rishis, and they entered the boat. They were all continuously chanting the name of the Lord. The rishis assured King Satyavrata not to be afraid, and they told him that the name of the Lord will definitely see them through this perilous journey. After they had entered into the boat, they saw a huge fish, yellow in color, come closer to the boat. Satyavrata lost no time in taking Vasuki, the serpent, and tying the boat to the horn of the fish. And then he offered his salutations to Lord Narayana in this avatar and said, "O Lord, you are the one who carries us safely through when we are tossed around in the waves, on the waves of ignorance, and you are the one who leads us into the light from the darkness. I beseech you, please teach me and all the others the secret of Atman Vidya and help us be conscious of the fact that we are one with you. Teach us how to disentangle all the knots of ahankara and mamakara and realize that whatever we believe to be true is purely maya and only delusion, and that real truth is that we are one with you. The Lord, in His infinite grace, taught Satyavrata all about Brahma Vidya, and He also enlightened him on Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. And after some time, he began his play on the oceans, and he fought with that Asura, Hayagriva, who had stolen the Vedas, and retrieved all the Vedas and returned them to Lord Brahma. After this, the fish disappeared, and King Satyavrata was then born as Shraddha, one of the 12 Adityas and the son of the sun god. He took form as Vivasvat, and he became the Manu, or the king, for the next Manvantara, which is the Vivasvat Manvantara, a Manvantara being a cycle of time. So this is the story of the Matsya Avatar. I hope you liked the story as much as I have enjoyed putting it together and sharing it with you. There are two reasons why I shared this story today. One is that towards the end of the month of March, we have the Matsya Avatar Jayanthi, which is a day on which Lord Vishnu took this Matsya Avatar. And today happens to be World Storytelling Day, and the theme for the year is deep water. So I think on both counts, this story is a perfect fit. So I also request you to please like and subscribe to our channel. It will be a great source of encouragement, and you will also be notified of any of our uploads, future uploads. So thank you for tuning in today, and see you around soon, very quickly.